I did this one.
Which one you want to X-ray?
I want to X-ray this one.
I think we should do a detailed one.
Or like this one.
Yeah.
This one.
So we're gonna X-ray that one.
Yep.
Right.
X-ray this one.
So are we all allowed in there?
We will in a minute. I just want
All
to
right.
unlock it. So, you got your shell. Pick out your favorite shell.
I wanted a detailed one.
I have no idea what they're called. Conch shells or
Yeah, I think so.
little stingies. So what we do a lot is we use a machine that makes X-rays. So this is the controls for it. If you think about kind of like a light, and the KV tells us kind of how bright the light is or how much energy it has, and then the MAS tells us how much light there is. Or
What are those things they put on people for like?
lead,
Yeah.
like when you get your dental X-rays done, because we only want to X-ray a certain part of the body, and we don't want the X-rays to go other places, because the X-rays can be harmful if you know, we just don't want to use a lot of them.
Can like the radiation
we
tear
use
to
small
the tissues?
amounts. Pardon?
Can the radiation tear to people's tissues?
Not tear through, but it can cause damage, and if you have a lot of it, you heard of maybe not staying in the sun too long, maybe, or something like that. UV rays, they're kind of like that, really, except that instead of just going to your skin, they go deeper, so they can cause damage further in. But this is kind of how we control them, and with this machine, and then when we push this button and hold it down, the X-rays will go on. We'll do that in a minute. But the other thing we do, if you've ever been to McDonald's or anything like that,
Oh, yes, we have.
where they do the cash register, they say Big Mac.
Mhm.
So if I was going to do somebody's chest X-ray, I just hit this where it says chest, and it kind of comes up with an automatic setting for that X-ray. So it's gotten better, and this is an older unit. This is probably about 20 years old. The newer ones are all computerized, and you've got little pictures of how you position the patient, things like that.
So is there like a certain number you keep it on?
Yeah, for different parts of the body, we use different amounts of X-ray. So we're going to take pictures of a shell, which is kind of like a hand. So over here it says hand. So we'll just use the hand technique, pretty much. Okay. So we're in the room. This has a piece of film in it, so we'll take the X-rays of shells in here. And for people,
Oh,
so you
that's
said you
it.
had X-rays taken, right? So,
Mhm.
I did.
okay. What kind of X-ray did you have?
I had an ankle X-ray.
Ankle X-ray and your wrist. So if we're doing something like that, this is where the X-rays come from, and you can't see them, so we put this big box on here. It's kind of like a big flashlight to show us where they're going to go. And so our light is kind of dim because we're a cheap school. So you have to kind of dim the lights to see it. So this light here is showing us where the X-rays are going to come out and where they're going to go. And we only want them to go to a certain place, just in the patient's body. If you were doing your hand X-ray, we put your hand in there, and then we go out and take the picture. When my students are practicing doing this, we have different body parts in plexiglass. So if we're going to practice doing your foot X-ray, put this down here, and we take our foot X-ray. We usually do kind of a front view like that, and then we usually do a side view.
Is that like
and then
And then
exactly
they
how a
would
foot's
flip
modeled?
it like that.
Yeah, these are
and then
real
they
bone.
Would, like, try to make you like
What's that?
They're real bone.
Yeah, but they've been filled with some plastic, and they have some plastic around them.
bones.
But they're bones. Pardon. Somebody's not here anymore. So, yep.
He doesn't miss it too bad.
That's
So
mean.
that's how we kind of practice. And this is called a phantom. Phantom is a word that kind of means kind of like a ghost. It's like not a real person, but this is what we call these guys.
So it's like a wig, basically.
Yeah.